Hey everyone, and welcome to month 17 of the OLED burn-in test. So this is a burn-in test I run on my 65-inch C9 OLED TV. In the first year of ownership, I was actually running this weekly. Once we went past 12 months, I actually switched up and changed it to monthly. Now, I have actually skipped a month, so we're going straight from 15 to 17, and I will make a separate video on why that happened, but we'll get straight into this one. So just down here, we can see UTT. This is the service menu, by the way. So in order, I know I'm going to get asked the question, so for those of you who are wondering, in order to access this, you have to have a service remote. You can buy them off eBay or Amazon if you're interested in that, but it is dangerous, so I wouldn't recommend it. UTT is the hours used. So as you can see, 2,629 hours. So that's the total number of hours on the panel. OFFRS is the mini pixel refresh count. So you can see just there, 433, with the last one having run at 2629. So literally the last time it was turned off. And 3 and 2481 is the major pixel refresh count. And the third one was actually a manual one that I ran. So I've run this twice manually, the last one being at 2,481 hours. And that was actually around about the time of the month 15 test. So you can subtract that from that, and it gives you how many hours we've actually used in between that. So with that, we'll exit out of the service menu and I will start the test. So whilst this is going through, just as usual, what I'll do is just give you brief details in terms of usage and things like that. So for the past month to a month and a half, the primary use for this TV has been gaming. Most of that has been Call of Duty, with a little bit of mixed usage with FIFA and some other games thrown in there as well. There has been a little bit of the Euros, so Euro 2020, even though we're in 2021. So a little bit of football, and I think we've watched the odd movie and TV series in here as well. As you can see, as this runs through, absolutely no problems with the panel whatsoever. For all of you out there wondering why am I making this video, this series was essentially started just to sort of illustrate that there's a lot of people out there that put out misinformation with regards to OLED panels, and this is literally just to give people a live sort of record, if you like, of actual usage. So this TV is used normally. I do have videos on how to set things up if you are worried about burn-in and image retention more so than burn-in. But basically that's sort of precautions that you can take. So as I say, I'll link that in a card in the top right. But as you can see, this TV has basically just been used. We've enjoyed it. We've used it as a normal TV. We haven't babied it. And as you can see, it's pretty much perfect. Issues, there has been a firmware update recently, and once again I will make a separate video on that because I want to actually discuss some of the sort of issues I've seen other people claiming that they've had online. Now, I personally haven't actually had any of those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate my TV working with all those sort of scenarios. However, there is one issue that I did actually find, and that is to do with WebOS itself. And once again, I will make another short video on that, just demonstrating if you do have a WebOS crash, what that looks like and how you can basically fix it. So yeah, other than that, as you can see, this will run through. The test itself is around 6 minutes. It goes through various colors. It then pans from pure black to pure white, and all the way through you should be able to see, as long as I've got my focus and everything correct, you should be able to see that there's virtually nothing wrong with this panel. Even when we talk about dirty screen effect, we have hardly any haloing, any dirty screen effect to note of. I'm not sure what the camera might be picking up at the moment because obviously it's on a small digital screen on my Sony A7Siii, but in person this does look pretty much perfect. And just watching content, I've never actually noticed, apart from I believe 2 instances. One of those was the streaming service that I was using, and the other one was actually some sort of ghosting, and that actually relates to one of the reasons why I haven't actually made a month 16 video. We actually went straight from month 15 straight to this one, which is month 17. This one is a little bit early, so today we're actually on Sunday the 4th of July. Usually what I tend to do is make it around the 14th or 15th mark, because that's originally when I actually got my TV back in February of 2020. So I've always tried to keep the monthly ones consistent with that. But as I say, I'll discuss all that in another video, just so then this video doesn't get too long. Once again, I'll link that in a card once that video is actually live. But yeah, if you have any queries, questions about OLED TVs, especially with the new series of C1, G1, B1 and also an A1 in some regions being available, they're just more attractive than ever, and more people are going to have those same concerns. Only this week I had somebody contact me who'd originally left a message, almost a sort of sarcastic comment, sort of saying, yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting my OLED TV and worrying about OLED burn-in, only for them to basically post back this last week, just basically saying that, yeah, they have actually had a change of heart. They've obviously gone away, read up about it, and they've realized it's not an issue, as you can see with your own eyes on my TV. So it's not an issue. So why hold yourself back from having, in my mind, the best TV technology available right now? In the future, I've no doubt we will get technologies that far surpass the capabilities and the sort of characteristics of OLED. But at this moment in time, I believe if you want the very best picture quality, then OLED is the way to go. And you see that in movies, you see that in gaming content, you see that just through, and in particular with the LG ones, because you're getting those 4 HDMI 2.1 ports, you're also getting the best deal as well. So, but that's a side note. Obviously, the panels themselves are all produced by LG Display, and just about every OLED TV out there, the panels will be produced by LG Display, so the panels are pretty uniform throughout the different manufacturers, and it's only usually the sort of implementation, the software, and also any heat sinks that are used in order to try and push the panels further and increase the actual peak brightness that actually differs. But yeah, for me, OLED TVs are the best right now, hence why I have it as my main sort of home cinema setup, and I couldn't be happier with it. So the test will probably come into an end any moment now. I do have a OLED burn-in test video on my channel. So if you are interested in that, if you just search for MA Tech OLED test, it will come up with this, and this is my own OLED test. And this, on mine, I actually cycle through various colors and actually phase them through. The only reason I didn't use that for this particular series is because originally I did actually start with this one that I've literally just played. So for consistency's sake, I've basically just continued that on. But yeah, that's it for this video. Hopefully I will see you next month.